Someone said that some Windows LT version that is used in Enterprise is what's likely running on the Xbox Ally X. Apparently, there's like this very fluid version of Windows that exists out there, and this adaptation on the Xbox Ally is actually what it is that we're seeing. They did a little demo on the Xbox Ally, I think it was the Ally X they did, and you could see the way the thing kind of flipped and scrolled right and left. The right and left scrolling, that is a console UI construct. And in honesty, it has imprinted on a lot of folk. When you say, oh, come in here and get a gaming PC, a lot of people it's like you suck the life out of them. When you say, oh yeah, gaming PC, they're like, we don't want to touch a gaming PC. In in their minds, when you say gaming PC, they just they see a desktop and you're like, you mean I'm going to have to double click an icon so that something happens? I just want to scroll. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's what they want, right? Now, I used to be one of those people who would say, man, how is this thing so different? But apparently there's money to be made if you just give people a bloop, 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 and then put it in front of the thing that you want to hide from them. And I think the data has always basically been speaking that apparently console gamers would prefer to bloop, 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 this entire list. And so Xbox is like, don't worry, we're going to give it to you. And when they did the demo, I was so shocked about the fluidity of this thing, which I don't know why I was surprised. I don't know why it surprised me. I guess looking at a PC and then a PC having like a full-fronted UI for like all your tasks, that kind of blew me away because, you're looking at a Windows 95, right? You're looking at someone who used Windows 95. Right now, I'm talking to me like, oh, VG, I use DOS. Calm down, okay? Windows 95 was on the first PC that, basically caught my attention, I guess, or maybe some other form of Windows, right? Then it was 98. Then it was whatever the heck came after that. I think it was 2000, and then blah, 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 blah. But once this lady fired up this thing, I was like, huh? Like, my account balance it shook. It was like, like when, bro, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can find a spot. Let me quickly fast forward. Okay, her name is Brianna Potvin, senior principal software engineering lead at Xbox. Okay, right? So she was like, okay, here we go. She should have given me a countdown so I could fasten my seatbelt because I was not ready. Here it is. They didn't show us exactly how she unlocked the screen. And so you see this side-scrolly thing? This thing is apparently the multi-million-dollar answer to the question that a lot of Xbox gamers, actually have. Let me give you guys some audio, man. Because when I watched it, I was like, yo, bro. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I muted it, duh.
Absolutely. I mean, that was super snappy just to get into that.
Yeah.
I know. It was super snappy. The super snappiness. Right? Steam Deck is just that snappy. I mean, but snappy UI. Hey. Everybody started to basically, reach into their internal Apple.
Super cool. And I've got to say, big compliments on the library that I can already see. Why don't you run us through a bit of this experience as well?
Yeah. One of the buttons that we've added on this device is a library button, so you can push that, and it'll take you right to your library.
Hey, yo. That library is where your games. Do you see that Steam game here? Do you see this? You see Peak? Do you see this? Do you see Battle.net? You see this? Do you see this Hearthstone? Do you see Spider-Man there? Do you see God of War there? All of you that were just here mouthing off, hey, PlayStation's gonna block it. You guys really did expose your inexperience with Windows. I was looking and going, are these people really serious? Like, when they were saying that stuff, I was saying there is just no way these folk are saying this really, really ignorant nonsense. Did y'all see that? I'm showing you the Xbox app. It's just gonna be on this thing. It's a PC console handheld. It's all of the above. It's got the bloop 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 version that I'm telling you. What is your things just side scroll, bloop 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 bloop, and then you click, whoom, and then it just opens it up. Huh?
Dom mentioned about the aggregated library. You'll see these new indicators across the thing. So, hey, these are my games from the Game Pass entitlement. These are the ones installed from other storefronts.
Tell them, ma'am. Tell them. Tell them. See, Xbox gamers, I'm so excited that you guys are coming to PC. I'm just so excited. I just almost want to cry because I was trying to get you guys there. I was like, I would drag these folk kicking and screaming. But all Xbox had to do was just give you UI and delicious sound. Man, this is why it's nice to be a $1 trillion company. You know, if what the YouTuber can't do, the $1 trillion company is about to pull it off with ease. They're just gonna hitchhike on a hardware basis that's already existent.
And we really want to make sure that when people play a game in the library, they know what save they're doing it. You might be like me and you own the same game across multiple storefronts.
Hey, I feel attacked.
Your save files are so
very
important.
guilty of that.
Yeah, and so you want to make sure that when you launch your game, you know where it's coming from, and you're able to kind of get that jump back in where you expect.
Hold on, let me fire up my Rogue Ally, and let's see if, because I got that Windows app. Let's see what this looks like. Give me a second, guys. All right, so I fired it up for y'all so that we can kind of, do like a UI kind of a thing. See? This is my Arkham Asylum Steam install. Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins. Yes. I play Batman games. This is Gotham Knights. This is my Epic Games version. So when she said that, some of us, we have our games on multiple library. I was like, come on now. You don't got to do us like that. Right? And that's what's installed here. I installed Red Dead Redemption. This is my Epic Games version as well. Prototype 2 Steam, Nier Automata Steam. And then what is this? Microsoft Solitaire. I don't have I used to have, let me see. I used to have State of Decay on here when I got it at first. And so this is basically what it is. I mean, it just shows a filter in Game Pass. Is that there? Installable, like it has on there. Owned. It doesn't say anything about owned. Okay. I mean, I'm almost certain that would probably have a slightly modified version. But it's exactly what it is that we're seeing here. The aggregation doesn't even show anything that I have installed here. Did I not install anything from my Xbox library here? Let me see. This says all games. Let's see what we have installed. Sort by installed. Yeah, that's what I installed on here. Oh, State of Decay. There it is. I thought I didn't have it on here. Let me go ahead and man, my camera's going out of focus. Come on, behave. Okay, so State of Decay and then Resident Evil 2. These two are Game Pass titles, but I owned them. I bought them. They were cheap on sale, so I was like, yeah. I mean, when people tell me Xbox gamers don't buy games, I'm not an Xbox gamer, but I'm like, look at the deals that they're giving them. If they're like me, who likes deals, I can't see how they're not buying games. Anyways, let's go back to what, this senior chief engineer lady is saying.
Amazing. Can you launch up a game for us? I'm going to let you choose.
Yeah, so let's launch up Gears of War.
Good.
You can see that the bootloader that we have launches full screen. That really takes you to kind of that immersive experience, so you're not seeing those desktop elements that Dom mentioned previously.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Because there's something I use at home on my desktop, which is Game Bar. I use it to access my screenshots. I use it to access all of my friends lists, party chat.
Yeah.
Can we have a little look at that? How does that operate on the Ally?
Yeah, so one of the main differences between the original Ally and the Xbox Ally is now there's an Xbox button on the device. And so by pressing it, you quickly bring up Game Bar. And this is the optimized view that we shipped last year called Compact Mode. Mm-hmm. That takes that same widget model that we have before that's completely extensible, but it puts it in a more streamlined, optimized form for these handheld devices.
This thing is an overlay. The game's launching in the background, and the overlay brings up the different storefronts. What really caught my attention was how you can basically switch, and it's almost like what the Windows desktop switching actually does, where you can switch from one desktop to the other. But in this case, it's more like the Alt Tab, so you can now switch from one app or a set of functionality, pieces. Oh man, I'm like, okay, I want to get my hands on this.
So it lets you quickly get access to device settings and most importantly, Command Center.
Nice.
So instead Having multiple overlays that you're juggling, it's all in one overlay and it's all in game bar, and so you can get access to some of those awesome AMD features as well as the ASUS features that you've been known for before, to be able to navigate those and adjust those kind of performance settings on the fly.
As a person who is already a multi-device user, it does instantly feel quite familiar as well. Like across my console or my PC, I'm kind of getting this very fluid and connected system. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So we could jump back into Gears of War, but we know this is a fully fledged Windows device.
Yes.
What else can you do with it? Are there other apps that you can use?
Yeah, so one of my favorite features is we've added a new custom task switching view. So by long pressing on the Xbox button, you'll get this new experience where you can quickly bumper between existing applications as well as...
This is the thing. This is the one that got me. I was like, okay. But then you also see that Windows piece where you have like, you can switch from the Xbox full screen experience, which will unload a lot of the, extra task manager processes, and then give you this whole, this new experience, which is very interesting. Super interesting. I wonder, that dude that developed there's a guy on YouTube. He's also on Twitter. I wonder what he would think about this device. I would really like to see him talk about, a lot of the engineering behind this device, because he was one of the OGs of some of the most interesting functionality that you have on Windows today.
Go to the Windows desktop if you need to kind of tweak something that you can't do easily. And it really kind of makes it feel fast and fluid. And so if you're using
Did y'all see that fluidity? Ooh.
Discord or getting a little hint and edge, you can quickly bumper between them and then go back to your game really smoothly.
So snappy. I absolutely love it. Dom, is there anything else you'd like to add as well to what we're seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is really our Xbox experience.
Now, this other lady is gonna, add some other stuff and all that. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is actually, in my opinion, something that I think Xbox has been hearing a lot of their users ask about. And honestly, I think they want to deliver it. Now, as somebody who's been playing on PC, I can tell you that, man, this, hold on, let me go ahead and change this thing from game mode to control mode. This has been something very interesting for me because, I'm just so used to to the good old Windows application and such, I mean, I alt tab when I need to. It's not like I'm, I don't have to wait for, the UI to follow a specific paradigm in my case. I just do whatever it is that I feel like I need to do, if you get what I mean. So I'm really excited to see how, Xbox gamers, interact with this particular hardware piece. Some people are already talking about the price points and such. Yeah, there's a $500 one and all that stuff. But, man, honestly, if you really want to rock, I mean, it's your choice. It's your money. You'll spend it as you please. I already kind of told y'all, because I bet against Xbox actually doing this. In a sense, it's a kind of soft bet. I find myself in the hole with one of these. Launch failed. Gotham Knight's already running. Dismiss. Did I try to launch it twice? Oh, maybe I hit play twice. I did in the Xbox, whatever. I hit play twice, and so it was like, dude, what are you doing? But I like that bootloader that they had, because the way the bootloader works, it's like it literally went straight for that game. Easy anti-cheat fired up. You could see it there, but it went nuts, and it just basically just launched the freaking game. I thought that was wild, bro. That was insane. So, hey, the Xbox console that's going to play PlayStation games using Windows, whoo-wee-hee. I can tell you that that's actually going to be something of a story, to talk about as time goes on, because, again, it just shows that gamers enjoy flexibility. Gamers enjoy all of those things that will grant them entitlements across the board. It's only people who love being in the pockets and licking the boots of corpos that like it when corpos basically force them to do things that they probably wouldn't, rather not do with their wallet. But if you're somebody who is financially conscious, who wants to do, and play your games however you want, this gives you what I think is, an option. And you don't have to buy this device to get that functionality. Keep this in mind. Before somebody goes and start talking smack out there, you don't have to buy the handheld to get the functionality. Even with the handheld I just showed you just now, which even she referenced, you know, that the difference is that Xbox button. Even Asus themselves know that you can map your buttons to be a Windows button. Yes, that's not something that's actually out of play. That's something that is a reality. So I'm hoping that when this thing comes out, we get the update really fast on other devices so that we can actually take a very good look at them. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Talk to me in the comment section. Peace out.